Well, hello, and we're back for another wild camp adventure. I am at my local Woodlands. I've been here a few times, but today I'm having a camp out using the OneTigris Backwoods Bungalow that I borrowed off Justin a week ago. So this will be the second time I actually use it for camping, and the first time camping in it using trekking poles to set it up, and actually sleeping in it as well. So I did set it up a couple of days ago just to test it all out, but now tonight I'm going to be sleeping in it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it stays dry. It's been wet. It's been wet these last few weeks, but today we finally got a dry day. So here we are in the Woodlands. I've got about a 2-kilometre walk to where I like to camp, so I'm going to take a mosey up there, make it nice and slow. It's about 5:30. It's about 5:30 p.m. So I don't really need to get up just yet. Probably got another 4 hours of light, good 4 hours. So I probably won't get set up till closer to 7:30. So yeah, I'm going to take a nice slow walk in the woods, find my little camp that I like to hang out in, and then I'll come back to you. Awesome. Well, it's quite the walk up those hills. Definitely where they've been wet from all that rain. Very muddy. Okay, so this is where we get off the path. I'm just having one last look to make sure no one's seen me come in. Alright, so we're going to head into this woodland. It's a very small woodland. Part of the woodland. It's been broken up into a square, so the paths go all the way around it. So here we are. Let me turn you around, and this is where I'm going to be camping tonight. There's some stakes I prepared earlier. Ooh. There you go. So I chose this place because it sits underneath this tree. It's giving me a bit of shelter. There's a bit of space there, which is perfect for my tent. And the tree does give me some cover from the pathway, which is just over this way here. This is where we came in from. And there's a pathway over this way, but it's quite far. That one is quite far. So yeah, I've got this nice cover from the tree. Just have a quick look up. As always, just make sure there's no deadwood that I can see. It looks pretty good, but I'm actually going to give all these big branches a bit of a shake as well, just so everything falls, because there's a lot of deadwood on the floor, which obviously came from somewhere. So I've had a bit of a scoot around. I'm happy that there's no one in the woods at the moment. There's no other wild campers, no dog walkers hanging around. Really confident that I'm on my own. So let's get set up. There we have it, the backcountry bungalow all set up. Took me about maybe 15 minutes. This is the third time I put it together now, so still getting used to certain positions of sticks and trekking poles. So 15 minutes is okay in the dry, we're happy with that. The vents at the back, they're really important. Single skin tent, there's going to be condensation, so I'm going to make sure there's plenty of ventilation. And I have got the wind blowing in towards me as well, which is really helpful. So yeah, I'm going to set myself up and get comfortable and enjoy the afternoon, the evening. I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, so while I've been setting up, I've actually just seen some dog walkers just going by, and they're actually a little bit closer than I thought they were going to be. I don't think they saw me. There is a pathway that runs along the back there. And the sun is still out, it's still a little bit of light. we're probably going to be the last dog walkers. But all I'm actually going to do is I'm going to give it about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to walk out onto the path and just have a little look this way and see how much of my gear I can actually see. Obviously you can see I've got the tent set up and I've got a chair. The chair doesn't really blend in, let's be fair to you, but the tent does. So yeah, even though I've scattered this area out and I've sat here for hours on end during the day at different times of the day, even up to this time of night, 7:30 at night, I've sat here and I've seen no one. And the one time I'm going to a wild camp, I've actually seen someone come by. So let's take a little wander in 5 minutes and just see how much we can see of the camp. Alright, it's been a few minutes. I'm going to take a walk out of camp. Let's see what we can actually see from the path. So what I've done is I've placed a yellow dry bag on top of the tent pole. So I've got something to actually look for. So if we look just over there, that's the tent just there. You just make out that yellow bag that's hanging on the tent. I'm going to walk straight to the path and then we will see how much of that we can see. So when I first came here, I was a bit spooked out by the bat boxes, or these really large bird boxes that have been put up around the trees. I seriously convinced myself that it was a camera spine. Why would there be cameras out in the woods? And they're all numbered as well. So they're actually bat boxes and bird boxes. I will show you one because I'm coming up to one as we speak, and then we will have a turn around and see what we can see. There we go, there's the bat box. This one actually has a picture of a bat on it as well. And so I managed to convince myself that it was a camera. Such a fool. As you see, the dogs went up that way a little while ago, and the owners. And then the other way, path goes off into the woods over there. And we are, I can just move my way around here a little bit. I guess it's easier to see things that are in the open than it is to see things that are not. Now, my camp is just that little dark spot just there. That's where my camp is. I've chosen that obviously because it's under the trees. Yeah, so you can't see anything at all. It's fine. So I won't light a fire just yet. I will wait until it's a little bit darker. The other thing I do as well is I don't walk directly into camp. I always walk sort of around and create a path that doesn't sort of head towards where I want to be. So I'll go this way towards that tree, and then I'll go around the trees one by one until I get to the camp, just so I don't push the earth down too much and create obvious pathways. As I say, I have been here, excuse the aeroplane as well, I have been here quite a few times, and I don't obviously want to create a pathway into where I camp. Awesome, so let's get ourselves back to camp and get a cup of tea on, shall we?